Good morning to all. I am Subramaniam, working as an assistant professor in mechanical department at SNS College of Technology. In this session, we are going to see about the steam power plant. So this is a steam power plant. Generally, the power plant is used to generate the electricity. So in this electricity, production of electricity, we are using the steam. We are using steam to rotate the turbines and to generate the electricity itself. So in the steam power plant means mainly depends upon the water. So this is a simple sketch of the steam power plant, where the cooling water enters into the boiler. This is a boiler. Enters the boiler where it has been, and the water is being converted as a steam. And the steam is allowed to enter inside the turbine, where in turn it rotates the turbine. So turbine is a place of small cups will be located there. The large steam will be pinched into the turbine through some nozzles, and these nozzles will be hitting the turbine to rotate it. Once the turbine is rotated, the shaft of the turbine is connected to the generator, where north pole and south pole is there, and which generates electricity. The electricity will be scattered to the place of demand itself, and after the steam rotates the steam turbine, it enters into the condenser, where condenser means the heat in the steam is somehow carried out and passed to the cooling water, which enters into the condenser, and which is fed into the boiler with the help of the feed water pump. So this it enters the condenser. When the steam enters the condenser, it warms up the water itself. So these waters will be passed through the pipeline itself, where this steam will be passed to the condenser, not the pipeline, freely itself. And after that, the steam is passed to the cooling tower, where it cools and it turns about into the water itself. So water is converted to the steam energy through the help of the boiler, and steam energy is converted into mechanical energy to rotate the turbine. Mechanical energy is converted as electrical energy to generate the power. After that, the steam energy is condensed in the condenser, which disappears as a heat to the water, warms the water, and finally it enters into the cooling tower. This you can see the steam power plant itself as a pictorial view. So here you can see water supply. First, the water supply enters into the condenser, where it has been heated, and it has been heated, and it has been passed into the boiler itself. The boiler is burned by means of a coal itself from the coal supply, and the smoke has been left into the chimney to escape it. The ash will be collected at the bottom. And after the boiler is heated, water has been converted as a steam. So steam line enters into the turbine to rotate the turbine, where the turbine is connected to the generator to generate electricity, and it has been transmitted to transmission lines. After the steam rotates the turbine, then the steam is condensed into the condenser itself. You can see the water pump enters into the condenser through the pipelines, where the steam enters freely and heats up the water which is inside the pipelines, and the steam has been condensed, and it has been entered into the water supply itself for the cooling tower. This is the mechanism here. We can see the steam boiler itself, how the steam boiler works here. So the steam boiler, you can see in the scrubber sections, when the steam has been forced into the turbine, where it rotates the turbine itself, and it has been heated up. The steam has been entered, and it has been escaped to, and the steam has been generated to the water pump. The steam has been rotates the turbine, which in turn rotates the generator. Here you can see the turbine generator. The steam enters here, where the steam hits the turbine blades. The turbine is rotated here. When the turbine is rotated, the turbine shaft has been attached with the generator, where the generator is having a magnetic field and the coiled cylinder, coiled spring is there, coiled wire is there, so that it generates electricity, and the electricity is sent to the different parts as per the demand side. So the steam enters the turbine after rotates the turbine blades, then it has been steam outlet and come and gets into the cooling tower system. So here high pressure stream is entry, and energy conversion has been expanded as the steam expands to the pressure, and then the electricity has been generated here. You can see the turbo Rankine cycle. When the water from the condenser by the help of the feed water pump, the water is pumped into the boiler. From the boiler, the heat has been changed into a heat, and the heat energy is in turn pass the turbine. Then turbine is after turbine comes to the condenser to heat to dissipate the heat. At the same time, the turbine rotates and get the electricity power sulfur. Here you can see finally you see the efficiency innovations of the ultra specials, and you can see more than 22% super critical pressure is there, and more than 25% of the ultra critical pressure is there. 40% of thermal efficiency is located here. Now finally comes to the challenge and features of the outdoor look, and with this we come to the end of the session of the steam power plant. Thank you.